All right, let's see, Rapunzel. Everything's covered.
May blessings be bestowed upon the faithful. Hold on just
I swear, their character demo are so bad. Like, you know, just thinking about it and compare it to just other gachas, and obviously because the other gacha, well, namely really the Hoyoverse ones, you know, it's because they have like a bunch more time to actually prepare an actual character demo. Here, well, let's see. Defender, sniper rifle, burst 1, iron, ammo 6, reload time 2, 69, charge time 1, 250, 200% attack core. So everything here is kind of basic. Activates at the start of the battle, affects self, create shield equal to 20.59% of character's final max HP, and when using burst skill, affects self also, so it's just the self. Create shield. Does she even taunt for this to even, like, what's the point of getting shield herself if you're taunting? Activates only when full charge status is maintained. Where's the full charge status? It's just when she's shooting full charge, right? I guess. It's maintained for more than 1 second and the shield is present. Oh, okay. So when she shots a full charge, I'm guessing. Oh, full charge status. Wait. So like when she has a full charge, yeah. When she, so you have to manual with her then. So because like the AI is not gonna hold that. Yeah. Wait a minute. Yeah, you have to increase attack damage for all allies. Okay. Attack damage is not bad, but like burst 1 category is just such an in demand. And so let's just say that if we did decide to use her on full attack damage percent, this will mean also that we have to manual her, but then we're not generating as much damage because like the opportunity cost, right? And also you can't do fast charging. How long is this? Oh, actually, wait, it's continuously. Never mind. Oh, wait, no. Ja, wait, this isn't big a deal. You just do it once. No. You have to maintain full charge status, maintain for more than 1 second, and wait. So does it apply once and then like it's forever there? Or do you just continuously just hold it and the shield is present? So, hold up. Let me see the...
Would you like me to pray for you?
Let me see here. No, there's no icon. Well, actually, there could be an icon, but there's no icon now. So after burst, right? So it's usually after burst. So she should have shield right now. Ooh, there's no icon. I don't see any icon. Dang it. Okay, so we can't even figure this out. So unless basically we have to maintain that status, that means that we have to stop attacking with her and to hold that full charge status and shield. So there's two ways about it. Either it gets applied permanently, you do it once and then it gets applied permanently, or you have to have those two conditions present. Yeah, so if the shield breaks, you have to reapply it, or if you lose your full charge status. So, very interesting, because like, yeah, there is a very good chance that it's actually the worst of what we're thinking. I'm just thinking about it. But let's hope that it is permanent. Let's see. And skill 2 is activates when attacking full charge, affects self 2%. So it's just she's healing herself. Again, do you have taunt for you to be healing and shielding yourself? Activates only when full charge status is maintained for more than 1 second and the shield is present. Affects self. Current HP is going down 2% for 1 second continuously. Recovers shield HP. What? Huh? So she's losing HP if you're maintaining this. And then skill 2 is recovers HP. Okay, so she's healing or shield. No, that's the shield HP. Yeah, so you get kind of barrier, but your HP is going down. That's okay. And then increases her HP and then attack damage. So you can get up to 25% attack damage. And the question is just like, is that even better? And the answer to that is yes and no. Mostly no, really, because okay, like if obviously I'm gonna compare litter, right? And litter is gonna be available for everybody now, right? With the free litter, essentially free litter with like 100 standard pulls, and also the campaign. Technically, you can borrow her in campaign. So in this situation, like, would you replace her compared to litter? Probably not, like at this point. But on the Pilgrim Tower, you know, for people that don't have Dorothy, or I mean, if it's just Red Hood technically that you have, right, like, then this is actually pretty useful, and especially alongside with another, so you can have a full free team, because like you can use Nihilister, and then you can use Rapunzel for burst 1, and then you can use free small white for it. So like Pilgrim Tower, so the main thing that I can see this is primarily Pilgrim Tower. The attack damage, I have a feeling that we're not going to be able to consistently apply this skill 1, but the burst, I mean, it's 15%. If you think about it, is it better? Well, I mean, who are we up against, right? Letter D, and rouge, cooldown reductions, like primarily the main cooldown reductions. I think it's not bad for beginners, but I mean, I guess I would use her over some units, like not the cooldown reduction units, but if you don't have the cooldown reduction units as an alternative, because like who are you gonna use, right? It would be Miranda. Yeah, there's not much units for that. Would be better than Dorothy. I actually, yeah, depends, because basically that means that if your Dorothy's not even, yeah, actually, you know what, because you don't have to invest as much, right? Because she would do good. I guess now obviously Dorothy has the advantage of cooldown reduction, right? So there's that. Yeah, I mean, she's not bad for beginner. I like what everybody is saying. Now, would she be used compared to the other burst 1 cooldown reductions? No, right? Because typically the better buffers are on the burst 2, but then they don't have cooldown reduction. So there's that. Yeah, I think we are going to be fine with just her. She's not a bad addition for new players, I guess. There's that, but temporarily, the thing is, like, yeah, would I change her over, compared her to litter? No, I would still use litter. It's just that's just the main thing about it. Wonder if there's upper limit with her shield region, because it looks like you can use it. Okay, and then so okay, and assuming that we did use her, who are you gonna use, right? For your cooldown, it would be primarily Dala. It's like, I mean, technically you can use Summerhelm too, and she's iron. Would she work with Summerhelm on like iron advantage situation? And I'm thinking about it, because like the attack damage is pretty useful for, especially for units that don't have attack damage on their own, and then you partner her with Summerhelm the damage taken. But actually no, because like you would rather use Summer Helm from with like top tier units. So, and then the ones that would get the top tier units would be someone with litter. Yeah. So number wise, let's compare her to another unit that we actually have used as an example. Zwei actually is somewhat similar to this, where she is actually providing. So, in case you guys don't know, Zwei is actually kind of similar. Because if you actually look at it, she has a 10% attack damage here and then a 15% here. And remember on my testing with Zwei, now obviously there's the first shot with 20%, but then if you put her with like Red Hood, for example, then the most of the buff that Red Hood would take advantage of is the 10% pierce damage and the 15% here. So I think if I recall correctly on my old Zwei video, and so basically she is essentially similar to Zwei, because like again I was testing it with Red Hood, and basically how she is or like her numbers are very similar to how much like Zwei is like buffing in terms of the numbers, and these would be the same multipliers. Like the pierce and the attack damage are going to be additive to each other. The main difference is pierce only works on units that does pierce damage, but for her the attack damage, it will actually apply to everybody else. And if I understood my main takeaway here, well actually we can just look at this on Zwei. Assuming that we have another source of CDR, she is a side grade in terms of overall damage increase to the top 2 B1 buffers, litter and D, for pierce units. So she would be a side grade assuming we have another source of CDR. She can be better if for that's for one shot. So actually that's specifically for the one shot units. So because Zwei has that extra pierce damage for the one shot. So her buff, assuming that we have another cooldown reduction, then it would be fine. But the thing is, like, keep in mind that if with litter and D, they can put another DPS. So assuming that, let's say you're losing litter and Dala, sure, she would be even. But then if you're using Zwei / Rapunzel and Dala, she would be even also. But then keep in mind, you're not gonna use Dala with litter, right? You're not gonna use Dala with D, because like you already have a cooldown with litter and D. And what you would use instead are better debuffers on burst 2, which is like Blanc with Noir, for example, or you would use like Summer Rosanna, Mari, right? Those kind of things. So that's just something to keep in mind. And again, her numbers are very similar to Zwei, and so in case that we need to figure out like how she will perform, I feel like it's just basically remove the things that are aspect with Zwei, and we can just like use what I used on it. She can't be a defensive. No, she's only affecting herself. No, she doesn't have any taunt also. So she's actually not even affecting the team. So she's not like a good defensive unit. No, yeah. I personally, very iffy depending on how good this like skill one is. But at the same time also like how consistent can we upkeep that. It's no, yeah, there's no ally survivability. Also, she's just keeping herself alive. This actually is, for the most part, it's gonna be worse for people. And again, because we already have also just litter available for everybody, especially with the new thing that they put in where litter is after 100 pulls on the standard. You should, if you still don't have litter, you should be getting litter also. So at that point, like, for any other general content, we're not really gonna use her. Yeah. I mean, what can we expect? It was a free unit, so yeah. Would you choose small white over her? I mean, I would probably primarily use her for Pilgrim Tower, and say if you don't have any burst one, then you can use her if you're not using Dorothy. I would get at least like one copy, just get them. And then for pushing, well, realistically, you should be using like Red Hood, Scarlet Back Shadow, or whatever it is, and you're not really gonna use small white also. Yeah, I think for new players, I would rather just like use litter, and then like if you don't have a good burst tree, then I would pick small white. But otherwise, I mean, at the end of the day, you would end up like replacing both anyways. By the way, did you know that 56% of you still hasn't subscribed yet? Make sure to click that subscribe button, click that bell notification, leave a comment, like, and subscribe.